Evening, welcome to the Man United Agenda. I'm joined by Mr. B. We're going live. It's 8:30. I see people waiting in the comments. Thank you for joining us. We're going to talk about a number of things today, so stay tuned to the Man United Agenda. Yes, how you doing, people out there? How you doing, Mr. B? My main man, the dynamic duo are back. How's your day been, bro? Look, I just say it's been one of the most beautiful days, weather-wise, I've experienced for a long time. I actually took the day off work. I was up all night. Unfortunately, my flatmate was in hospital, like A&E, from 5 in the afternoon to 5 in the morning. So, it's just I had to go up there and help out and do whatever. But I didn't, so I couldn't go to work this morning. I was too tired. Thankfully, it was a beautiful day, and I spent a few hours outside trying to get some sun rays, being out with the dogs, and really enjoyed it. How was your day, bro? Don't tell me you finished at 11:30 again.
No, I finished at 11:45.
15 minutes. Damn it. You should complain.
I know all this overtime they got me working now, man. I've had a good week, man. I've had a good week. Man United messed out beginning of the week, but work has got me. I've got me vibing now, so I'm ready to rock and roll until Friday, man.
I know you don't tan, but I know that you've got a driving job. But in a weather like today, I know a lot of people will have that suntan with the arm at the window.
Yeah, that's what I've got. I've got half. My neck is dark, my chest is light, and one arm's really, really dark. Yeah.
Good stuff. And big up to Solo. Congratulations, bro. Love to see people achieving and doing well. Big up to Thomas Mitchell. Long time no see.
I was going to say, bloody hell.
I mean, we've been doing the Trossard goggles looking for you. Where have you been, man? Where have you been? But it's good to see you. I liked one of your posts recently. I think it's on TikTok. And it looks like you've been getting out and about. And all this, we can offer you all support. Thomas, really like you, top guy. Mr. B, you can go on his takeaway as well this weekend, this Friday night. Solo's in the house. As I said, big up Solo. We love you, bro. Alex is in the house as well. I said, hope everyone's doing well. Lost to Burnley 3-0. We're going to cover that. Obviously, that wasn't what we thought would happen. Shows the board we have no cover for our starters. Holland. Got a few minutes today. Wow, I didn't know that. That's news for us. Thank you, Alex. Big up FC United forever. Hope you're doing well. I saw your comments. I couldn't respond to them because the stuff you talk about is over my head. I need to do my research before I qualify to talk on the stuff you know about. But big up. Thanks for the comments. Appreciate that. Was it a Maguire hat trick? I'm not going to answer that. Pranay is in the house. Big up. You know I like you, Pranay. Good to see you, as always. Bart is in the house as well. I like you too, Bart, despite you being a Scouser. All them things there and all the other names I could call you before. Won't because it's before 9 o'clock. But he said, I don't think it's overly surprising. It's United lack quality backup in some positions, and team lacking Bruno, Rashid, Case, Casemiro, Anana, Martinez would struggle. I think a slight diss, but we'll take it. Good evening, Solo, again. As I said, Thomas Mitchell's back in house. Hope you're doing well. Everyone give him a shout. Everyone give Bath Time a shout. He's in as well. Solo, send us Fancy Menzies saying, Matthew Bassett is here. Everybody's here tonight. Exciting times. Press the like button if you don't mind. Matthew Bassett, how are you doing? Man United's in the house as well. I saw you yesterday on the show, dropping some comments as well. Thank you so much. Apparently, we're a commercial club, he's saying here. That's interesting. Big up to Andrew Williams. He said, good evening, folks. In to drop a like, but watching Fargo. Oh, boring. I don't know what it is, but that's not good enough. Stephanie Griffiths, how you doing? She's giving us the thumbs up. Hope you're doing well, Stephanie, as well. Unrelated news from Bar. He's saying, Mohamed Kudus from Ajax, the Ghanaian guy, fell for 35 million is a bargain. I bet United would have signed him for double the price. Thankfully, it didn't as a squad number 4. Who else? Kudus is amazing talent. I don't think so. I think he's just like a new Fred. He's just reminds you of Fred the way he plays.
So he ain't no good then. Oh, no. That's all right then. We haven't missed out.
No, not at all. Go and check him out. Tell me if it doesn't remind you of Fred. Thomas Mitchell saying it has been a while. Nice to see you lot, familiar and new faces in the chat as well. So big up, and obviously big up to our favorite referee from the USFA. It's Jeff. He's saying big up to Matthew and everyone else in the comments. We're going in now, guys. We got a few topics to cover. We got transfer takeover developments. Got transfer gossip. Got the defeat against Burnley. Pick one, Mr. B.
Let's do. Oh, let's get the most boring one out. The takeaway. The takeover.
I knew it would be that.
The take.
I knew it.
Yeah.
So I haven't got much to really say on this, and you are as well. But usually Rebels sort of steps up for this, but Rebels has left the channel until the takeover was done. But so,
I don't even know if he's coming back after that, to be fair. But yeah, we'll see in it.
But that was the talk anyway. So maybe they're saying October, Sheikh Jazim will be spending $6 billion of his dollars or pounds to come and own Manchester United Football Club. It's taken a long time. We were told 3 months in November. That didn't happen. Been dragging on. We still spent money. We still managed to make some signings. But now there seems to be, I don't know whether it's a regular, convincing source that's come out with this, but it's all over the news today. I haven't really delved into it because I'm just not interested in that side of the game, saying that he could be making the deal by October. What are your thoughts on this, Mr. B? I know where you're at, but let us know.
And what time is it? It is 8:36. I got 24 minutes.
Okay.
On Monday, I think it's absolute crap. To be honest, we've had a crap week with the loss to Tottenham. Yeah. I think they're trying to spin something that I think they think everybody's going to be really, really happy with and really, really joyous with. It's bullshit. I just think it's absolute crap. They've given it to the Sun newspaper to put out. Whoop-de-doo, the biggest load of crap, biggest lying newspaper out there, and they've given it to them to put out. On Monday, I think it's crap. Who's going to know? Who knows anything? Aren't they supposed to have the non-disclosure thing? Then all of a sudden, all of the press is reporting the same thing. Come on, man. Somebody's dropped a little press release there to get them all excited. You know what I mean? To get the fans off their back. Either way, we're still going to be pissed. It's not going to change anything. October, we thought that we were going to be having shake money in for the January transfer window. You know what I mean? We thought we were buying, the whole world and their granny. Boy, we ain't even buying granny slippers at the moment. We are in big trouble. So yeah, we've got a long way to go, man. I mean, even if they take over in October, what difference does it make? October, November, December. Oh, then we get them in the January transfer window, and everybody starts stinging United for them exorbitant fees that they want everybody to be paying.
So we're at the point now where like Eddie Murphy or Axel Foley from Beverly Hills Cop. We ain't falling for no banana in a tailpipe. That's where you're at. That's where you're at with it, sir. We're not falling for that one. I think it's big news. I didn't know it's the Sun, but the Sun was out today, and obviously was out telling stories as well. So Damien Walsh, how you doing, Damien? Drayton Manor High School represent. He's saying can't trust the Sun newspaper. Good evening, lads. Bath Time saying whatever happened to the Cardiff owner that said it was done for 7 billion or something. I'm not sure. Big up to Todibo. He's saying yawn. Yes, we feel the same. Prene is saying here it's such a convenient piece of news spin PR when fans were planning a sit-in protest for the Forest game. You see the connection there, Mr. B? Do you think that's something to do with it?
It has a lot to do with it. Listen, they know there's going to be chaos at that game. There is going to be chaos. Then people are going to be sitting in, and they will sit in.
Okay.
Crazy.
Now people are talking in the comments. Now I'm seeing some genuine big comments coming through. Bart is saying here, and Mr. B, jump in when you feel free. I'm just because there's a few here. Neil Custis was a really reliable source for Man United news when Mourinho was in charge, as they go way back. Currently, ever since Neil Ashton has taken charge as head of PR, I believe nothing. RJ, how you doing, RJ? Says Saturday we will make our voices heard. So he's going to be standing in the stadium. Last time saying the Times once published the diaries for who, and the story is about as convincing as they were. Okay. Ornstein talked about the takeover on Sky Sports News last night. He didn't really give much info out about it. So
yeah, because there's nothing there. They gave them a little snippet and let them run with it. Nobody has come out with anything. It's the same lines that they're all doing. People got a whole big page of crap. What's the point?
So sometimes when I read these reports, you got the main headline, and then you read it, and you're looking for a quote or something that's links it direct. And then a lot of the time it's just speculation or just talk
It's
or
nothing.
repeating about the whole diary or diaritizing the whole story from day one. You know, it doesn't make sense. Yeah. So
Sources inside the club on Monday. Sources inside the club. Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Bart is saying here, Burnley looked to have a really good first two games this season. They're a bit green and lack that extra bit of quality. I think company suits them. Okay. City are trying to sign Nunes from Wolves. Kudos isn't done yet. This is all transfer news from Alex. West Ham improving their bid from 42 million as it was rejected. That's from Fabrizio Romano. That's a reliable source. And Amrabat isn't traveling with the team. Why do you have to read that out? I had that one. I thought that was a coup from me.
Yeah, well, we can talk about that. We can come off this shake nonsense. Nobody wants to know about. So, as Jeff said, until he's holding up the shirt.
Barth, I say one of the cups that fell for the banana, the exhaust pipe, the tailpipe, was Mike from Breaking Bad. I haven't seen Breaking Bad, but I do remember the cops looking dumb outside the gates of that rich guy. What was his name again? I can't remember his name, but yeah, top clip that was. Turf Morehouse, Burnley fan. Go and subscribe to that channel. Top man and good neighbor with us on the show. He says, got a show soon, boys, so make sure you subscribe, guys. I hope we get the same result.
You know what?
You know
what? Look, your space is definitely reserved for the preview, mate. But this time I'm gonna keep my mouth shut. I went overboard on Friday. On the takeaway and got totally burnt, and I know I'm gonna get distressed this week, so I'll keep it quite peaceful. But yeah, I think we will beat it.
Can we say hello to Rajat as well? How you doing, Rajat? I hope you're doing well. He says we need to get the Gravenberch on loan. Mount is out for 4 to 6 weeks. It was only 2-3 weeks yesterday. We were talking. Maybe it's been extended. Nunes is a gem of a player. Yeah, we watched him against our team, who was the key to Atletico's triumph. If they get him, as another layer of strength to their midfield. He's a striker, isn't he? I thought. Dooku is a raw talent as well, but with a higher ceiling. He's the Belgian guy for Rennes. He was at Anderlecht. I remember watching him as a young boy, that Dooku guy, very strong. Andy Herbert, how you doing? You'll be seeing Andy Herbert on Friday night with Mr. B, no doubt. He's a regular on the show. Victor Maitland, yes! Thank you very much. Thank you, Bath Time. I just couldn't remember his name. Yes, I'm gonna go and watch that clip later. What film? Amrabat was our new sub at the weekend too. Okay, thanks, Jeff. Didn't know that. And no one's talking about the. See, it is Mr. B. All the comments, I thought it was going to be about the Glazers and all that kind of thing. Everyone's dismissed it. Banana in the tailpipe, and they're talking about other stuff.
Nobody on Monday. That's why I didn't even put it in the title. Nobody gives a. Nobody at the moment cares. You know, it's like when we do with our signings, innit? We're all excited, and then they drag it out, and then when the player comes, it's like, when's the next one coming? So yeah, it's just what they do, man. Suck the fun out of everything, man.
What do you think of this one? Mathematics saying Varane doesn't want to leave, which is a relief. He's irreplaceable because there was talk about him going to Saudi, wasn't there? But been,
do you know what? There's no smoke without fire. Obviously, they have come in. I hope that they don't feel that they have to come in again.
Yeah.
I hope what he said they accept, and it's done, because we've got a week left. The last thing we want is Raphael. No matter what they offer, it makes no sense. Just keep him. They want to do it next season and they set it up so that he goes next season. Fine, no problem. But this season, no chance. We can't do without him.
I mean, since we signed him, I mean, it was a big marquee signing. Has he overly impressed you? Does he already? Do you think he belongs in that league of top Man United defenders that we've seen in the past? Mr. B, if you compare him to like the others from the past, Yatstam, Rio Ferdinand, Vidic, do you think he's in that bubble? Because I'm not so sure.
He's a Champions League winner, so he has to be in that bubble. And it's not like he came on and did a LaBeouf, where he came on and didn't do anything in the game and, you know, played a couple of minutes here and there. But I think he's a top draw defender. Me personally, I just think Rio was Rio, man. Rio was the Bentley, But yeah, he's a roller. He's all right. He's okay. He's good. I like Varane, but
He's not very vocal though. I don't see him as like he just gets on with the game. Doesn't see him
Yeah,
as like a big personality or big character.
isn't that good? Isn't that better though? Low maintenance.
Maybe, yeah, maybe. But like, yeah, I'm just curious because I don't put him there as good as what we've seen in the past as yet. But there's a lot of talk. People do like him though. But it's just injury issues as well. Jeff is saying here the club takes away my joy. Varane crazy for not taking that money and getting away from this dumpster. Oh God.
Oh,
Uh,
Jeff. Shh.
One of Rand's reasons for moving to United was UK schooling system. We might luck out till GCSEs with him. So his kids are how old are they? I don't know. That's a good one. Man United saying Ram will be off to Saudi next
Yeah,
season. Quite
fine.
possibly.
Next season is next season. That's fine. We'll have he can go Saudi. We'll have Qatar money to buy his replacement. No problem.
He's our top goal scorer, says Alex as well. And Varane's been our best outfield player this season, but I still think he's managed to get injured or for the Arsenal game. Oh, don't say that. Don't tempt fate. All right, takeover developments. We're going to trash that one, rip it up like the Sun newspaper, and dash it in the bin. That's what we don't want to be hearing about that. I'm going to leave transfer gossip to the end. Mr. B, as Turf House Moore stated, we took some licks again today behind closed doors. What do you know about this game? Because I only heard about it today.
No, Martial played. Why were the only teams having bloody behind closed doors games? You don't hear Arsenal do it. You don't hear Chelsea do it. You're not hearing Liverpool do it.
So what's the purpose for you? Why are we having this?
I suppose it's trying to get these players up to a level of fitness.
Okay.
That obviously they haven't got. Martial, I understand he wasn't fit. Hoyland, somebody in the chat said he came on and played a couple of minutes. I pray that you weren't bullshitting us. I really, really hope that you weren't bullshitting us because I don't have any facts. I'm going to go by what you've written in the chat. So that's giving me hope that he's going to be on the bench for Saturday, and that my premonition of Martial playing for an hour that Andy really, really laughed at, and Hoyland coming on for half an hour to finish the game, will come true. But to lose 3-0 with what we kind of know had starting, there was McTominay started, Martial started, Palestri started.
Yeah. Evans.
Okay, Evans.
Alvaro Fernandez.
Okay.
Did you say Donny? Did you say Hannibal? Did you say Scott?
See, so I didn't say Donny and Hannibal. So I mean, it's probably not a great team, but there's no way Burnley played their first team in that game.
Right.
And I understand that they didn't play over the weekend. They didn't have the Luton game was off, but I'm sure that they didn't play a lot of first team players for that game.
So is it important in the result? Because when we hear the result, we lost 3-0 to Burnley. Oh my God, that's the reaction I'm getting. But as a manager, Mr. B, what you're saying, you want to get something else out of these games?
It's fitness, yeah. He's obviously done it for fitness. Right. I'm gonna really, really assume he's done it for. Scott hasn't played any minutes of any game. I don't even know why he's bothering playing him because he doesn't. It doesn't look like he's gonna play him at any stage. Why are you throwing him into the game? Okay. You know, it's weird. And man, Maguire played. Okay. Did he see? The thing is that before we see, nobody knows anything. Was it Maguire's fault for the goals? Was it Alvaro Fernandez's? Who played in goal for the game? Did we have loads of chances? This is going to be the part where now we're going to get in and work out. As I said, I hope Hoyland played a couple of minutes. What do you think on Monday?
Well, because we can't see it. Look, usually we can see the friendlies on MUTV like we did with preseason tour, and then we can sort of analyze it and say how we're performing and what we need to improve on. We can't see anything, so it's just speculation. And all we've got is just like a few players that might have started. I mean, Man United said there that we've started with Maguire as well. But I'm with you, Mr. B. I do agree that like you need to sort of give these guys a run out. There is a few complaints because of their inquest is out because of our poor-ish start. Didn't play well against Wolves, just about got the result. Then we lose to Spurs, even though we create a lot of chances. The inquest is out because we're such a big club. And I think what's been said is our pre-season was poor. Now, I don't know. Do you think the preseason was poor? Do you think they had enough games, or do you think the players' responsibility is to keep fit? I don't know. Where's this going with this talk about our preseason being poor? What are they supposed to do? Just
Did
go
he
on
ever?
the
Okay.
army or something? I don't know.
Do you think he ever played his strongest team in any game? I think he
No.
might have done in right. So already there's an issue. He didn't play. Obviously, Marshall. We didn't have the centre forward. I think not having the centre forward was a really big issue. I
Right.
really think it because you can't train. You can't train with a centre forward. I was saying this yesterday or the day before. You can't have Hugel replacing a Hoyland or a Marshall in the team. They're just not going to do the same things. So I think there's probably patterns of play that we just haven't been able to do. But I still think losing to Burnley, regardless of whether it's a pre-season or a friendly behind closed doors, you can't be losing to Burnley, man. You can't be losing to Burnley. And again, look, Man United said this was the next point I was going to make, that none of them will start on Saturday.
Right.
So we're going to be having Garnacho to start again. When, let's be honest, him and Anthony could both be replaced, to be fair.
Okay. Let's go through some of these comments, guys. Thanks for contributing. Alex, thank you for this. You've given us a list of the players that started. You can read them out there. We've mentioned them already, unless there's someone. Yeah, we mentioned all of those guys. We didn't know about Harry Maguire, though. I didn't know about that. Or the striker, Harman. Rasmund, I don't think there's a club in the world that can generate £650 million a year without winning trophies. 1 in 6, and have owners that don't put money into the club. That's from Damien. Talk about us, I assume. Yeah, it's us. Donny played, says Man United. Bartho saying, how can you say other clubs don't do this, Mr. B, when we've played both Everton and Burnley in a week? Everyone does it, apparently.
No, you know what? It's not. It's the fact that United have played both of the games.
Right.
It's not that we had double up pre-seasons. Double up, we had games on the Saturday and the Sunday. I'm sure we had that twice. So how much games does he need to play? How much games do these players need to play to get themselves fit?
Yeah.
That's more what I'm thinking.
Good point. Bart saying here, do you think the Man United's dressing room is mentally weak? They collected 4 points away from home last season against the top 9. Is that can you answer that? I don't know.
I'll wait. I'll hold judgment on that one.
Okay. So this is interesting. Alex is saying, we just heard sources that Holland played a few minutes. Maybe that game was set up for him to get a run out. Is he coming
Nobody
back?
knows. Nobody knows, because then the next couple of messages are saying that Hoyland wasn't at the game. Nobody knows on Monday. Nobody bloody knows.
Burnley probably did play most of their first team. It says Emma. Company and his team are very particular folks. None of them will start on Saturday, as Mr. B read out earlier. I don't know, but it's probably a combination of no second phase play, lack of confidence, and unfamiliarity with the tactics is a reason why we're not performing. Bart says, sorry, Jeff has responded to Bart, because Bart, I did ask a question. It says, Bart, the big clubs play at night, and a bunch of building stadiums with air conditions like US stadiums, like Arizona. The pitch will slide outdoors to be maintained and slide back in for the match as well. No media was at the Carrington game either. That's interesting. Do you think? I would love to see this. What goes on with these games? So apparently, Man United saying here Holland wasn't at the game. So as you said, Mr. B. Apparently, Burnley had about 70% possession, but that's from Twitter. So we just don't know, do we? I want to say hi to Michael Hill. He's saying Maguire was offered $6 million to go, but he wanted 12 million according to reports. We can't afford to pay for Amrabat. Never mind 12. Get 12 million to get rid.
I think it's a disgrace. I think it's a disgrace. But look, we'll talk about the transfers afterwards and what it means to certain players, I suppose. But yeah, I think he's taking the mickey.
Okay, so Burnley were using it as a way of looking at their fringe players. I guess they don't want any. Emma's saying, I'm assuming other clubs also do friendlies at the start of the season. It's just not interesting. I'm just not interested in the media, what they're saying about it. And Bart saying, how is it the Newcastle United bought the entire back four for price less than Harry Maguire's transfer fee? I think Man United do not negotiate properly or look for rare gems in the market, e.g. Botman, who was at Lille, I believe. It's very essential. It's still essentially a war cry, and we can't watch McTominay's goal against Everton. That was behind closed doors as well. and selling players cheap. So yeah, we lose against Burnley. I mean, look, the result kind of stings, but unless we know what we're trying to achieve by having this game, I think we should let this one slide. You agree, Mr. B?
Yeah. I take it. I don't like losing any game, but yeah, we're already assuming that none of those players start on Saturday. I'm just really interested to see what he does with the team on Saturday, to be fair.
Okay. He's a liability, talking about Harry Maguire, that's Man United. And JR is in the house, if I didn't mention that already, saying the media are trying to whip up crisis for no reason. I hope we will rise above it. Yeah, do we sort of have to be level-headed here and say, look, it's behind closed doors, it means nothing? It's like, are we going to report on a FIFA game? Someone beat Man United on FIFA online. I mean, it's going to come to that next, isn't it? I mean, come on now. Can you, Mr. B, say hello to I Love Cats?
How you doing? I love cats. Welcome to the madness, my friend.
So they're saying, what team did we put out against Burnley? It was
Not a good one.
Evans, Hannibal, Fernandez, the left back, Scott, Donny, Palestri, and Marshall. Apparently, were those the ones who started. So unfortunately, we didn't get the result. But hopefully, these guys done enough to get their fitness up and play almost a tough game against Burnley, hungry Burnley side as well. Martin's saying here, just play Ericsson for Mount and Sancho for Garnacho. That's for the preview game, obviously coming up in the next couple of days on the Man United agenda. And the keeper did a medical in Greece as well, that's for sure. All right, so we're done with that. We're going to close the door on the closed door game behind closed doors. And we're going to go on to a little bit of transfer gossip because there's a few bits and pieces here. I know a lot of stuff's already been mentioned in the comments, but Mr. B, Amrabat, apparently they're playing, Fiorentina playing Real Rapid Vienna from Austria in their European competition. And he was on the bench or wasn't in the squad on Saturday. And now he wasn't in the squad for this game either. And then yesterday you reported that they're given a 3-day notice for teams interested if they want to sign him. So with all this, is this indication that he's leaving and coming to us?
I think he's coming to us. I think he's put it out there that he's coming to us, and I think that's made Manchester United lazy. The fact that they know he's going to come, and he wants to come. The fact that Fiorentina haven't named him in, or haven't named him in the European squad, they don't expect him to be there. But I just don't want him to say, "Oh, I'm not doing this. I'm done." He's already missed 2 games. He's already missed 2 games from us. Does he hasn't trained now for a couple of weeks with the first team. Does that mean when he comes, we're going to have to be putting him on a special program like we did with the youth that we bought with the brought back?
Oh, God. And apparently the goalkeeper, just going off topic a bit, is he had a medical in Greece because he's apparently got an injury as well. That he carried.
Yeah. I don't. Why are we buying injured players? Why are we buying injured players on Monday? I get the deal. I have no problem with the deal. 5 million or 6 million, great. As long as we get rid of Henderson, then whatever we get is profit. Whether or not we can spend the profit in enough time, I just think there's going to be a lot of that last transfer window is going to be a little bit hectic, I think.
So Thomas Mitchell saying here, it's scary. We've only got 4 midfielders right now. Who would those 4 be, in your opinion? Because we're talking about the Amrabat deal.
Well, we've got Casemiro, Mount. No, sorry, not even Mount. Casemiro, Ericsson, Bruno, and McTominay. Oh
yeah, Fred's left. Oh yeah, of course. Kobe's injured. So Thomas, you're right. We do only have 4 midfielders.
Wow.
So if there's any time to bring someone in, it's definitely now, isn't it? Because we've heard 6 weeks for Mount is going to be out.
Yeah,
and
that's
Kobe's
not
out
good
as well. So it's not looking good. We're getting more injured players in. That's brilliant, says Bath Time. I see Anana's changed his mind of playing for his country. He will miss a month with the African Cup of Nations. I didn't know that was true. I thought he was done with Cameroon.
Yeah, so did I.
Okay. So just talking about this guy, Amrabat, it looks like there's more indication he could be coming to the club. Jeff's saying here he needs a break from this mess. He's getting stressed out, Jeff. Someone give Jeff a bit of counselling or something, because he's getting really upset. Maybe it's too hot in Texas right now. Calm it down, Jeff. Calm it down. It's okay. Talk to bath time. Bath time. Talk to your man Jeff and get him to calm down a bit. He's getting upset. I can't wait for our next signing. It will be Bridge Night from Monty Python, says JR. And youngster in Hannibal and Sancho could potentially play the number 10 as well. That's true. I forgot about Hannibal. He's still around. We don't know what's going on with him. So Amrabat, yeah. So further news, further evidence that he could be leaving because he's not been placed in the squad. So there must be a lot of stuff stirring up there. Moving on, Granada. I think we played them recently. Did we play Granada? Yeah, we did. Remember, I did a historic history.
When you used to do your that was, I tell you what, that wasn't recent. If you're talking about the history, then it has to be at least a year. 2
years
I
ago,
think, I think you need to get back to that, giving us our little one pop history lesson. Now we're in the Champions League again. Yeah. I think that's something that you should do. Yeah, you need to dig up that fact
when we're away from home. See where we're heading.
I hope we get somewhere mash up, boy. So you have to really work out some information. Oh, they've got four breeds of cows or something. Some nonsense gonna come up with.
I wish you were here from location, But I was gonna say about Granada. Yeah, they're in for Fernandez, Alvaro Fernandez. He was on Preston last year. He's going to Granada in La Liga, first division. Is that a step up on loan from Preston? And what's he going to learn? I mean,
it's a step up from Preston. It is. It's a step up from Preston, but I think so. But I want him to play English football. Why is he going all the way to Granada to get experience? Get him in a championship team, or get him a loan at a Prem club. Maybe a Prem club won't take him. To be fair, he's a bit young. Right. I mean, or maybe he age-wise thing, there was nobody who would take him over here. So Granada was the only place he could have gone.
That's a nice move. Well, I don't see, because we got Malacia as well, who I haven't seen. Has anyone seen Malacia?
He posted on Instagram with some big shoes, and I'm sure that must be what got him injured. They were so big and clumpy.
What do you mean? They're like
some big, these youths. Yeah, man, these youths with some funny shoes nowadays on Monday, man. And I saw the state of them, and then you find out he was thinking he must have done his ligaments trying to walk around in those bad boys, boy.
What kind of shoes? Just remind me, say it again. What kind of shoes?
They look like they were just, we wear shoes like trainers that fit.
Yeah.
They were bloody massive. Absolutely bloody huge. I remember looking at them thinking the sole must be about this big.
Oh, gosh.
How can you walk in them? Obviously, he can't. That's why he's injured.
Damn it. That's a mystery to me. Where's Wally? Where's Malacia? Where's he hiding? I mean, no one's heard or no one talks about him on the show. It's like we've forgotten about him. But yeah, we should send out a search party.
Don't talk about injured players like Marino.
Yeah, true. They're not there. They're not available. We don't talk about them. Alex saying, I went looking for Hoyland news. I can't find it. So let's go with he didn't play. Okay, so sorry for the misinformation. Not sure where I got information to go from the first place. So he did say that Hoyland did play. Malacia is off with Rebel, says bath time. Malacia from Emma saying had an injury from last season. Yeah, but I just don't hear anything about him. No one cares. It's like no one's saying, no, the headline is Malacia is coming back or Malacia is seen out. Only Mr. B is talking about him with his platform shoes. That's all we know. We're saying here about, where was the news? I just saw a comment here from Michael Hill. He's saying Mount said he will go with Onana to get a bit of sun to the African nations. And I don't know. Here we go. Michael Hill again is saying here, well, that is talk shite for you. Okay, talk sport, making a big deal of everything that is going wrong for Man United. I didn't realise his country hadn't qualified. His country hadn't qualified. Amrabat will be in it, I guess. So Amrabat will be in the African nations, wouldn't he, if he does sign? And yes, they normally qualify as a surprise. So Cameroon maybe didn't qualify, or is it Amrabat's Morocco didn't qualify? I'm sure it'd be Cameroon because Morocco got to the semi-final.
To the final, yeah.
Just, there's another news. I don't know if someone can help me out. Mr. B, do you know about Forson? Is it the Forson guy been sold? He played
No, isn't it Emery? Knowing Emery that's been gone. You know the
Oh,
guy who
he's
scored
gone.
in pre-season.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's knowing
Where did
Emery
he
been
go?
gone.
Because I didn't really check this news out. Where did he go to?
Is it Groningen?
Oh, he's gone. Okay, okay, he's
Yeah,
gone.
I think it's Groningen. I mean, God knows if we've got a buyback on him, but not all of our young players are going to be good players.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We train them. You know, not all of them are going to stay. So good luck to him. I'm assuming it. Oh look, Michael Hill's coming. There you go. I knew it was going to be under a mil.
That's good money.
We see,
Good money.
we see.
750,000.
Say, but what we going to do with it? You know what I mean? We're picking up all these little quasi 750, 750, 750, and we still can't do nothing.
Okay. Let's tackle something here from King Stash because I haven't even read it yet, but I'm going to give you some time, King Stash, and we're going to tackle this one. So Bruno's incapable of playing in Ten Hag football. First of all, what is Ten Hag football? It's evident in the way that Ten Hag uses him. He puts him on the right where he can do the least damage. Don't just hold right there. Also says Bruno loses the ball, causes turnovers, has no composure. He has moment. He's a moments merchant. His best ability is that he never gets injured and runs around looking busy, but not really doing anything. There's more. There's more. Our biggest mistake was making Bruno our captain. Bruno should not be captain. The captain of Man United should be the player that everyone would go to war with. No one's going to war with Bruno. Why would you ask? Because while you're busy fighting, Bruno, the captain, the leader, is complaining, making foolish decisions on the ball and not listening to coaches' instructions. Nearly there. And King Stash also says the problem is that there is no one on the pitch that can call him out, and the manager will not remove him from the pitch. So, is there a Bruno issue here, guys? Anyone with brain can see that Bruno has great qualities and moments of brilliances, but his lack of discipline, hot-headedness, and chaotic personality is an issue. So, big up to King Stash. I've given you, a platform here. Mr. B, do you want to tackle this? What he's saying here? Is there any truth to what he's saying? Because he's justifying his points.
He went in.
Yeah.
Bruno. When we won a cup with Bruno last season. We finished third in the league with Bruno, and we lost in a final with Bruno as our captain. I don't see what the problem is. The fact that all of the other teams keep, oh, Bruno, this, Bruno. I love it. I love it. What I don't understand is why our fan base keeps going in on Bruno. He's not the worst player in our team. He runs about, and yes, the players are supposed to run about, but when you see certain players walking and not tracking back, you can never say that Bruno has a lack of effort in the game. Yes, he's hot-headedness, and maybe that's the Latin that Latin fire that he needs. But I'm sorry, I'm having Bruno as my captain. I would be keeping Bruno. I have no problem with Bruno being my captain. I said, and the fact that he deflects a lot of all of the other stuff away from the team's shitty performances is great. He came out. What did he do? He moaned about the ref. If I'm sitting down at home, he's waiting for his phone call. Yeah, good. He's sitting down at home and he's waiting for his call. He's made a statement as a captain. We had a captain last season who didn't say shit. When we lost, he came out and said, I don't see the reason why I need to be here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now we've got a captain who busts his ass on the pitch every week. Yes, granted, he hasn't been probably the best performer, but then you have to think about how much chances he's created for them whatless motherfuckers up front who with their bend foots who can't hit the back of the net. I'm sorry, Omonde. I'm sorry. He's the only one in our team who creates chances. Look at his stats from last season and look how much chances he bloody created. Nah, man. I can't understand how people go in on Bruno. I just don't see it. I just don't get it.
But there's a lot of responsibility on him to perform, and if we're not doing well, people will pick out players, and like our man King Stash has. Steph is saying here, long term, and I think Bruno will not take us to a Premier League title. So there you go. I mean, what's the difference?
Is there anybody in the team who will take us to a Premier League title?
Who knows? We just don't know where it's going to go. Emma saying Emery did say himself that he felt he's ready to play first team football. So good luck to him. Fiorentina from Thomas Mitchell have lowered their asking price to 21 million, according to this source. No idea who they are, but big up Thomas Mitchell for that. Bath Time is talking. Do you know nuclear semantics or something? Are you lucky, Singh? That's over my head. Big up to Niall, by the way. Jeff is vexed. He's saying, okay, attacking Bruno, I'm out of here. And Love Cats is saying, the King Stash is speaking facts. Varane would be my captain. So regarding the captain issue, does think Bruno's captain because doesn't you want someone to go to war with you? That was what was said by King Stash. So lucky, I Love Cats would have Varane, who does. I was saying earlier, doesn't really speak much. Well, maybe he does. I don't see it from the TV. Damien Walsh is saying, I agree, shouldn't be captain. Casemiro should be, but I know he can't speak English. Pranay is saying here, Bruno is the least of United's problems. So he's with you on that one, Mr. P. Bruno's created more chances in the league over the last 2 games. He missed a sitter, but he is absolute class, says Alex. It's a bit divided in here, isn't it?
No, it's not divided. There's only one person. There's only one person.
Emma saying there's a reason Bruno plays every game, and Ten Hag deciding he's captain. Ten Hag likes him. JR says, I approve, Mr. B, I approve of this message. So you got a back in there. Bartha saying the problem with Bruno is he's too direct and doesn't let us set up a platform for more controlled games. He appears to have reined himself in a lot this season, though. So there is an improvement there, maybe. Pranay saying people are thinking as if putting the armband on some other player will make our forwards play better. Chances, which is nonsense. I mean, it's good discussion, guys. Good discussion. Sorry, Lucky Singh, I missed you. Said Old Trafford staff, please join for anger against.
Yeah, they're talking about. Yeah, he's saying about he thinks that the staff are going to have joined the sitting as well, innit?
Oh wow. Damien Walsh is saying Martinez is captain. Captain leads by example, doesn't moan like a bitch. King Stash saying Rashford has the ability to make something out of nothing. A moment's merchant. He's in the team and he's been put in the centre forward role. It's because he can't retain possession and doesn't track back either. Crystal Palace are in for Henderson, says Matthew Bassett. King Stash again is saying he's incapable of following instruction of the manager, leaves us exposed to counters and turnovers. Ten Hag said in pre-season they play like a bunch of individuals and not as a team. Big up to FC United forever. Hope you're doing well. Choo, we're jumping on board. Probably, yep.
We're not jumping on that. We're not jumping on that train yet, mate. There's no. I'm not jumping on that train yet.
Our forwards hit the net, everything but the net. This issue has plagued us for 3 seasons at JR. Some truth to that. Dub Joker, how you doing, man? So, Bruno is not the problem. The owners are this year of mismanagement off the pitch. Most of our players are average in the team. Other than Bruno, is a leader. Rashford doesn't score. No one else does, says JR. But after I'm saying, to be fair, what happened to all the players Ten Hag called out because they appear to have started 2 games in a row. And Montreal in the house. Don't think Antonio Valencia spoke English too, but he did fine as a captain. FC United forever saying, Papa, I was wondering who was a nut job up at 5 a.m. Was for Andy anyway. There won't be an answer anyway. So I was up at 5 a.m. As I said at the start of the show, I was in A&E with my flatmate. She got really sick, and then I went to pick her up and all this kind of thing. So while you're waiting around, charged up my phone, and I was answering your or liking your comments, and I couldn't answer your comment there, FC United forever. Really couldn't. There's a valid discussion to be had about Bruno and his use of the ball. Maybe we will go into it because King Stash has been going off. So Mr. B, look, you can see. Jump on, Mr. B. We'll take you down to Funky Town. Anyway, yeah. So there's 2 games in. When the manager came, Mr. B, we said give him 3 or 4 windows and let's be patient. We've gone through so much. Has expectations got too high? Because we just started the season with a win and a loss away from home against a top side like Spurs, maybe. Is this a reaction of it now with what we've seen from King Stash, sort of calling people out? Should we be more patient, or is this? Should we actually take this seriously and say that there is actually an issue here?
Look, if until the transfer window closes, I don't think we can lose our mind too much. Yes, we're slow. Man United have always been slow. That's just what they do. There's nothing that we as fans, as supporters, as people, we can't do anything. They're just bloody slow. I want the signings to come in to improve the team. What I don't want is these signings to come in and then we're playing the same crap. We know we've got no central midfield. Our central midfield is dead. You look at our front three. Do we know what our front three is? Do we know what our front? No, we don't. You know, Anthony. People go on Anthony. You look at Arsenal. Arsenal will name their front three when everybody's fit. Liverpool, for a virtual extent, name their front three when they're fit. So we still don't know what we're doing. So when the window closes, I want clarity as to regards to what system we're playing, who starts, so that we can say, okay, then the team's weaker because he isn't playing or he isn't. We haven't got two games in, granted, but look, we're 3 points better off than we were last season. that's the only positive so far. Monday Wolves, we were, as I said, Cunha, man, he ripped us a new one, and then Spurs, considering what we did in the first, I mean, look, if we had put away a couple of chances in the first half, it probably would have been a different game. But this is the same issue that we're talking about. All our chances aren't going to fall to Højlund. They're going to be spread around like they're spread around now, and these players are still missing.
So when times are good, we celebrate. We really back our team. I don't think it's a crisis just yet, guys. I think we just need to wait to the end of the transfer window. We got a big game against Nottingham Forest. Let's get that over the bar. And I think we will win that game. And it's not going to take away the fears and the issues that people are saying. But I think the game against Arsenal is crucial. It's away from home again. And the build up to that will be massive, obviously, because they came second last year. They're on the up. And we need to gauge ourselves where we're really at. And I think after 4 weeks or something, because that'll be 4 weeks into the season, there's no excuses. We have to really perform. So next two games are really, really crucial for how we move on for the rest of the season. And going into the international break, you want to get a good result at Arsenal. Even a draw away from there would be a positive result, in my opinion. And I do back the manager for one. I do back the players because he's starting to filter out the players that I don't think maybe were good enough. Like Fred, for example, is gone. We've seen other players leaving the club as well. Donny van der Beek's not in and around the squad either. So I think we said a year ago, 2 to 3 transfer windows. We're in our second transfer window. By January or next year, that's when I think we should really be just looking at it and saying, if things aren't going our way, then we can sort of be having a moan and a groan. At the moment, remember where we came from, guys. We were in a position where we were like on our faces and not happy with what was going on at the club. Robert is in the house. How you doing, Robert? He says, useless and nonsense club. After I'm saying, I'll bite your leg, his leg, my own leg off for a point at the Emirates. Yeah, there you go. Hydro's in the house. He said, we need to be banging some goals. We're creating chances, guys. Here we go. Montreal saying Arsenal's a must-win. United's first half. Sorry. Damien is saying here, United first half was good. Definitely
it was all right, yeah.
The build-up play is light years ahead of what it was last year against Brighton and Brentford. So these are all positive comments. Thank you so much. And have I got something? What? King Stash! You got some money there, boy. The stash sitting back. $5. $5 you drop on us. That's good. Thank you so much. See, King Stash, I read out your comments, and you gave a good argument. And what I like about what King Stash brought, he didn't just say, "Oh, he's shit." He
explained why he thought he was shit. Yeah.
And I listened to it. I might not agree with everything, but I listened to it. Anyway, King Stash has dropped $5. Don't forget, anyone can drop $5 if you want, guys. Don't be scared. Dig deep. He's saying, by the way, I love Bruno, but I want to win the league. Champions League and FA Cup. I want to
see, and I thought he didn't like Bruno. You know
what? I don't
what?
want to manage to get sacked.
See? So he dropped all of that Bruno hate to come around and say that he actually, he did a wind up. All right. I take that.
Well, big up King Stash and welcome. I mean, I've seen you on the channel before, but welcome again. And thanks for the $5. We will spend that wisely back into the channel somehow, maybe
my wig fund, didn't it?
Yeah. There's a joke today. I said, oh God, I'll drop at the end, but yeah, talking about wigs, I was going to drop a joke. I'll save that. Anyway, so King Stash, thanks for the $5. Anyone else, you're going to drop some money in? No problem. Just drop it in, and we will read out your comments, even though we read them out anyway. Lucky Singh saying here, guys, we need to go back to a 4-3-2.
1.
We have 10 men.
4-3-2-1. It must be 4-3-2-1.
Casemiro, get sent off again. I don't know. By the way, Monday, Divide and Ekinsu are back together. David and Ekinsu are back together. I didn't know they split up, but they were one of my favorites.
Who is that?
David and Ekinsu. They were from Love Island a couple of years ago.
Oh Lord, have mercy! Are you
Yeah.
serious? Bath time. That's what they trash you covered, and then you answered him about bloody. Yeah, I'll keep it. Love bloody island.
I'll save it to the end. But by the way, I just want to say, off topic as well, I'm a big athletics fan. Josh Whiteman last year beat Ingebrigtsen in the 1500 meters world final, which was amazing, wasn't unexpected. Tonight, just before the show, Josh Kerr beat Ingebrigtsen again, who's top man right now in the 1500, Norwegian sensation, fastest time in years, at 3:27 he ran the other day. He beat him in the final. He got the gold medal, Josh Kerr. So big up to Josh Kerr. I was like this. I was so excited before the show. That's why I'm kind of hyped right now. But yeah, come on, Josh Kerr. What a net that's out of the blue, like nothing. So hopefully Britain will start getting some more medals, like Catherine Johnson-Thompson the other day. And yeah.
Didn't somebody come 8th? One British girl come 8th?
Yeah, that was Dina Asher-Smith in the 100 meters. She hasn't had the best of seasons. But anyway, I just going to talk about that. But as we were talking about, you're going to get a wig from that $5. I was going to say maybe I need to sort of get my mustache ain't growing too good, or my facial hair is not growing good. So must go. Mustache. Oh, I got the joke all wrong.
Oh Lord!
A mustache. Or something like that. I messed that up.
Oh God!
Yeah.
You saved it for that, yeah? That's what you saved it.
I was gonna click goodbye and leave it on that, but I messed up. Can I go again? Pretend that didn't happen. Yeah. As you talk about the $5 from our man here from King Stash, which rhymes with that. I've got issue with my facial hair, so maybe that contribution come to me. Anyway, mustache. No, it doesn't work, does it? Sorry. Oh dear, I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Yes, that was a great run by Kerr in the 1500 meters for sure. And we're gonna sign out now, guys. That's how Harry Maguire tells jokes. Yeah, boom, boom. Sorry, guys. I do apologize. I will get my jokes better than that next time. Mr. B, I apologize, man. Sorry. It's worse, isn't it? People still laugh and they mess them up. So it doesn't matter. Anyway, we're going to sign out now, guys. We're back tomorrow. It will be Thursday night. So what night are we doing our preview show? Because I know Bath Time's coming and join us on Friday. But when are we doing our preview show for Saturday game?
Well, look, if you want to do the preview on Friday, do it on Friday. If you want to do it tomorrow, we do it tomorrow. There ain't no, we're easy on the agenda. Whatever floats your boat, we'll do. It's no headache, man.
Okay. Well, can you say it for us, Mr. B? We need to go now. It's a mustache.
Yeah.
No,
no, I'm not saying.
All right, I've got to go. I've got a date with a Russian girl. Must go.
Oh Lord.
See you later.
Lord.
Bye-bye.